Today's tip of the week deals with rise and fall, and Katja will demonstrate and talk a little bit more about it.
Right. What I will use is I'll use the half natural as an example of the rise as you're going on to the second step. If we start out with the leads version of a half natural, after you've taken the first step, you will start feeling that you're beginning to lift a little bit in the body. That will of course make you roll through the foot and your heel will start releasing. But when you place the step on the second step, make sure that you don't stick out a straight leg and a very strong foot so you kind of pop up as you go up. Everything we do when we're dancing has to have a sense of softness, even in the rise. So as you're rising, you place the foot, it'll be nice and strong, but you notice the knee is soft and ready to accept the weight. And as you're rising, you feel that you might pull yourself a little bit onto that leg, which is perfectly okay, as long as you feel that you are ending up in a perfect alignment over your foot. If you go a little bit too far past, it's no good. If it takes too long for you to get there, it's no good. Really, the trick to having a good rise is to make sure that, as I already mentioned, that the leg does not become stiff. So when we have two bodies together, dancing through an action that is moving and then rising, it is very important that the body stays soft enough and all the joints are soft enough that we can still adjust to the partner. So though you have to be very aware of your own balance, you also have to be aware of how your balance will affect the partner. And in case your partner has a bad moment and may not be as well balanced as you are, you will be able to adjust to that because all your body parts can basically reposition themselves. If we continue on to the third step, you will feel that you're continuing to rise, and as you're bringing that in, you go up. It is important though that you don't get to that point where you're straightening, because then you will have a hard time when you have to lower.
Yes, and as far as lowering is concerned, very simply, we have to make sure that we use all the joints in the leg, so your hips, your knees, and your ankles simultaneously to lower, and not do it sequentially, like first, let's say, drop the heel, and then the knee and the hip. So we have to make sure that from the moment we start lowering, all joints soften, and even though the heel will eventually touch the floor, we continue to soften through the knee and the hip to create as soft of an action as possible. So no jerky movements, everything is very nice and soft in lowering, just like Katja explained during the rise. Yes?
Yes.
That will be all for today. Thank you very much.